Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. Sorry I'm late, you guys. Things are coming hot off the press. Look at these adorable little printables. Got a couple of things. I didn't get everything printed I wanted to get printed, but such is life. We're also going to have to listen to the printer for just a short moment as things print out. I hope you guys are doing well. We're going to be using these little cuties today. Aren't they adorable, you guys? Oh my goodness. They're just so cute. And I did a mirror printing because we're going to do like a spinner card. So this little cutie's going to spin. And I wanted her mirrored so that no matter which way she was turned, you would just see her cuteness. So I hope you guys are doing well. For the channel members yesterday, I did a spontaneous live and we made 12 A2 cards. Yeah, you heard that right. We made 3 sets of cards together. Just using ephemera and casing this magazine, because the other day we were all together and I skipped over this card and I really wanted to go back and make it because it just reminded me of how I used to make cards. So I made 12 of them. So if you remember and you missed it, that's what we did yesterday. All right, there's one more page to print. I've got my tea hot and ready. It's actually still steeping. Oh, it's done. No, one more page. I doubled up on these because I wasn't sure what settings I had printed on the first time, and I wanted to make sure I had good prints. Yeah, the second one is definitely better. So for those of you who use printables and use and print your own papers, like from Etsy or whatever, that's where these came from. Your settings and your paper really matter. It's not a huge difference, but there is definitely a difference between this and this. This is fine printing on matte photo paper. Like there's specific settings that you can print, and definitely use, I like matte photo paper. But yeah, normally I would never waste this much of this paper because it's not cheap, but I was in a hurry and I wanted to be somewhat on time for you guys. But normally I fill a page. I don't print. I don't waste paper around here. No siree. All right. So these are from 2 different shops and I only got 1 page of this one done. This is a new one from Sweet Pea Curiosities. And I know everybody's going to want to know where these cuties came from. And I haven't ordered from this shop before. They came from, I have to look it up. Let me look it up real quick before I see y'all's chat. They came from, I have to go to my purchases. Sorry. But I know y'all are going to want to know. And I'll put it later after. Actually, what I'll do is grab the link now so I can put it in the chat when I come over and chat with you guys. It's called Bloomed Hearts is the name of, and the Etsy shop is Amara Design Studio, but I'm bringing the link over for you right now. It's not an affiliated link. So, you know, no worries there. Not that affiliate links are a worry. Affiliate links just help the creator, but they don't cost, they're just there to make things easier for you. They don't cost you anything. And, you know, it's just there to make your life easier. And so the creator can make a little money. But this isn't an affiliate link. I just like to be clear about when I'm using them and when I'm not. But there you go. There's the Etsy listing for these little cuties. A whole bunch come in this listing. I just grabbed a couple, but oh gosh, I bet there's 25 different little kids. And what we're going to start with, and why I printed these and purchased these today, was one, I was just wanting to buy a little something. And two, it's to make our craft roulette card. Okay. I did not watch craft roulette. Usually I will watch it on Saturday morning if I miss it on Friday night. But I'm still fighting. I had to go to the doctor again yesterday and get more antibiotics. This this infection I got just doesn't want to go away, y'all. So I was feeling pretty sickly yesterday. And then I went to the movies because Dr. Schaub already had tickets for us to go to the movies. And so last night I went to the movies. And so I missed Craft Roulette because I was with the family. Oh my gosh, you guys. I think I saw one of my favorite movies. Like, definitely that I've seen in a very, very long time. You guys, even if you're not I'm not a sci-fi person. I'm not a fantasy person. I've come to appreciate it because my family likes all that so much. But even if you're like me and you wouldn't categorize yourself as like a sci-fi person or anything. Project Hail Mary is a new movie that's out. Holy cow, with Ryan Gosling. It is so incredibly, incredibly good. It's long, so get yourself some popcorn when you go. But I literally cannot think of anyone who wouldn't like that movie. That's how good. Like, I cannot, like, if you don't like that movie, I don't know. I can't help you. It is so good. So good. So we were at the movies last night. I missed Craft Roulette. But I want to go back and watch it. And I didn't watch it this morning because I was just resting. Because my body really needs. This is 3 weeks of me fighting this stupid infection. And the doctor's like, "Are you resting by chance?" I was like, "Doc, I know we just met, but no." No, dear, I'm not. So he's like, "You might just try to rest a little more." All right, fine. So anyways, I rested at the movie theater with my family and watched that movie. And I'm telling you guys, it is such a good movie that I would go back into the theater. I'd pay again and watch it again. Everybody in our family liked it. The kids' friends liked it. Like, everybody liked it. And you know, I almost skipped out on it because I was like, oh gosh, another sci-fi movie. You know, like, and I feel terrible. Should I go to this? And then I decided, well, yeah, I think so. I think I am going to go. All I have to do, because we go to this theater that has really nice, like, leather reclining seats. It's very cozy there. That I was like, well, I mean, there's air conditioning and a recliner, and all I have to do is just chill and watch a new movie. I'll go. I am so glad I did. I would have been kicking myself and completely disappointed when it came out on digital or, you know, DVD, and I realized how good it is and what I missed. So, complete fangirling over here over Project Hail Mary. And, you know, if I feel like we all need hope and we all need, like, laughter, and it's just so good, you guys. Okay, I'll stop talking about it for a minute at least and say hi to everybody. But for me, if I were to recommend a movie, I don't recommend movies to y'all very often because I don't feel like most movies are for everybody. I feel like they're for some people. This movie I feel like is for everybody. I really do. I could be wrong, but I feel like if you like me and you like laughing and you like love and hope and things like that. You're gonna like this movie. And I watched the trailer and I wasn't like jazzed about it, you guys. It's not like I was dying to see it. I was really more like, oh my gosh, here we go. But no, the opposite. I left raving about it. And I was tired. I was tired and in a lot of pain, and I still enjoyed it that much. Hey, Angie Downs. Hi, Jason Downs. Look at y'all together. Hi, Miss Holly. Your order's going out today. Thank you so much, my friend. Hey, Linda Gorman. Hi, Norma. Alyssa, 5K. How's it going? Good to see you. Lindaville. Hi, Lindaville. Linda Gorman. My Lindas. Hello to my Lindas. I hope y'all are doing well. Oh boy. She may end up losing the stem of this. It's just a teeny tiny little thing right there. We'll see how it goes. So, anyways, I rested this morning like the doc said for me to do. And then I was like, oh gosh, I got to get up and make myself some tea. Now I'm just drinking herbal tea. I'm actually drinking hibiscus and green tea today. I haven't been drinking tea. Been just drinking water. Lots and lots of water. But today I'm doing tea. Meredith and Cricket. Hi. How's it going? Oh, Elena. Hello, hello. Good to see you. So good to see all of you. Jennifer, how are you? Well, onto the path of healing, I hope. Are you back to crafting yet? Healing vibes for everybody all around. I'm hoping Kalinda's son is doing well. I've been saying prayers for him. I hope all of you are well. I hope Maddie got good news from her test. I hope everyone's doing well. I just say my prayers for y'all each night. Anytime I know you have something going on. But you know what? I just say a blanket prayer for everybody too. Because sometimes we don't share everything that's going on. I know I don't share everything. Probably hard for y'all to believe, but I really don't. Anyways, I hope everyone's doing well. Happy Saturday morning to everybody. All right. Now, I'm just cutting this straight to the edge. And we'll see how I did when it comes to backing these up. But see, I did a mirror. So what I did for these printables, oh shucks, I didn't get to print oh man, you guys, I might have to print the other printable that I really wanted to use today to go along with these. But what I did is I copied and pasted this little girl into a document. Then once I had her the size I wanted her, then I duplicated her and mirrored her. And that's how I got her to be the same size, the same girl, but going two different directions. That's the power of a printable. I really like it when we get mirrored images for things like this. Now I could use this to cut around her, but I'm not going to. I don't feel like I'll do as well. It could slip and stuff like that. So I'm just going to go right back over here and keep cutting close to the edge. And anything that's kind of wonky, don't worry. We'll just use a little ink. We're definitely going to be hitting this with a little bit of ink just to clean up the edges and my fussy cutting with my ginormous scissors. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to be here with y'all today, but so much of the pain is gone. And that's probably because I was resting. I definitely need to rest in a reclined motion more. Sometimes I think if you're sitting down, you're resting, but then I'll be working or doing other things. Okay, let me keep going down the list and saying hello to everybody and good morning. And by the way, I just don't say it every time, and I need to make a habit of it. To all my silent viewers, hello. Hello, my dears, and my replay crew. Y'all are strong, and thank you so much for coming back and spending your time with me. Thanks for giving me your time, you guys. I know it's busy. I have a busy life. I get it. And I'm so grateful for all of you. Okay. So now, this little girl's going to twirl. She looks like a twirler, doesn't she? Karen Hankerson, good morning. Dun, 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 dun. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Does anybody know what Biddy Penny's printer is? Miss Jennifer, it is a Canon. It is a Canon with the that you refill the ink. So it's not it's an eco printer, but it's not like the Epson one. I have better luck with Canon products. I don't know why, but I just do. My last one was a Canon 2. It lasted, I got it in 2020, and I just replaced it, you know, in October. So it lasted me 5 years. That's about how long they last. And when I bought this one, you guys, it was $125. And it's basically just a step up from what I had before, because the one I had before was discontinued. But it was $125, and I spend about $30 a year on ink, and that's if I print like a mad woman. If I'm not printing very much, I could probably spend $30 in 2 years. Like, the ink is so cheap. Now your paper's not. But the thing is with a printer, with printables, you know, you can resize them. You can, like today, do what I did and mirror your images. You know, you just have, uh-oh, I ripped her. You have a little more control over certain aspects. But, you know, as with anything, there's a learning curve. All right, we've got our spinner, our twirler. Now, here's what I'm going to do, I think. I'm going to take a sip of my nice hot, this is hibiscus green tea coffee. I'm going to take you guys with me over to my printer so I can talk to y'all while I'm printing the documents, and then we'll come back over. Why does my desk look so orange? This is weird. This is weird. I look like I'm a munchkin. Like, not a munchkin, but an Oompa Loompa. I think it's leveling out now. It looks good for me. There we go. No more Oompa Loompa. Okay. Wow. Oh, this needs honey, but oh well. Okay, I'm bringing y'all with me. I'm going to put up my BRB sign, but I'm bringing y'all with me, and I'll talk to y'all while I print. I'll talk to you, but it'll be hard for you to hear me while I print this other printable. I'll try to talk really loud. All right. Hello, Miss Paula Rice. Do you need the parameters? I think I have them. A card with a tag, March, aquarium, and swirl, twirls, something like that. I probably need the random, Miss Paula Rice. All right. Let's Open up downloads. Okay, sorry guys. Let's see. Flo, hi Flo. How's it going? I'm gonna print this one. Ooh, I love this one. I'm gonna print this one. You guys, I have a couple of things I want to do today. We'll see if I get them all done or not. All right, I got one more. Bear with me. Hi, Esther. Guten Tag. Wait till y'all see this next printable I'm printing. And it was $1 over, it's on sale right now. Another shop I've never shopped in before. But it's, oh no. Oh shucks. Well, good thing, okay, the other thing that I do, you guys, is I buy double-sided matte printable photo paper. So this is too dull for me. I don't like how dull this is. So I'm gonna have to reprint these basically, because the actual printable is much brighter than this. Yeah, so Miss Paula Rice, I might need the random, just so you know. So good to read you all, Flo. Oh, Esther and Flo. Someone online said that the movie is better than the book. Oh, oh yeah, it is based on a book, isn't it? Well, I haven't read it, obviously. But Jason, it is phenomenal. You and Angie should go on a date and go see it. Movie date. Or take your kids. I know they're older, but man, it is just so amazing. Look at this. I want to put these little cuties in these scenes. This one I'm okay with. I'm going to leave that one. These other ones, I think that one's okay. These other two, though, I have to reprint these. I know y'all are probably going to be like, boo. Y'all never do that to me, but it would be okay if you did. I agree. It is a boo situation, but I'm going to just reprint these on the other side because this is double-sided paper. The reason I do double-sided paper is because I can't keep track of which side is the one I need to print on when I get single-sided matte photo paper, so I buy double-sided matte photo paper. I'll bring over the packaging. All right. This goes back to you guys, my settings not being right. I didn't ensure that my settings were right. So let me do that. Real quick. Okay. That is done. Let me show y'all the paper that I print on. I'll get out of the tunnel and back to my back to my desk. This is the paper that I think is the best value and what I've come to really enjoy. Now this is a real lightweight version, 32 pound, but it's Koala is the brand, and this is double-sided matte photo paper, and I love it. It's really quite nice. And they have different weights that you can buy. So this is a 32 pound. To be honest, I like a heavier weight when I'm printing ephemera and a lightweight when I'm printing pages or backgrounds. Okay, so we've got our little cutie. Dun, 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 Maddie. Good morning, Maddie. Good morning, dear. I hope you're hanging in there, doing well. I only caught bits and pieces of craft roulette last night. I'm remembering correctly that Mary was talking about, oh, me and my scissors. Well, what do you know? Oh my gosh. Yeah. I will be watching it today. Actually, I cannot wait to meet Justin and see him and Mary craft together. I'm not familiar with him. Maybe y'all all know him already. Yay, Jennifer's back to crafting. Good morning, Vicki. Okay, I want y'all to see the difference, okay? This is a great example. This is a great example. Okay, this is when I print a photo on matte photo paper. When I have my settings correct, this is what I get. If I don't, this is what I get. See the difference? Look at the difference. Like, that's such a huge difference, right? So your settings really matter and your paper really matter. See, I knew this could be this and I just couldn't let it go. But that's the great thing. This is double-sided, so I'm not using another sheet of paper. I'm just using the other side. Typically, I wouldn't be using the other side because I'm gluing it down. But the other great thing about the double-sided is if you make journals, then when you print on both sides of the paper, you get beautiful results. If you buy a single-sided paper, you're going to get great results on one side and not such great results on the other. Like, I don't have a dog in the fight. I just want y'all to be able to get the results you want. So that's why I tell you about this stuff. But I'm not really trying to sell you on anything. I just want you to know how to get the best results. Oh, Maddie, I'm so sorry. That's not what we wanted to hear. But I hope that it's all good. Maddie, if you can go to the movies, go see Project Hail Mary. I'm just saying. All right. One last page to print out. Sorry for all the chaos this morning. I feel like this is really chaotic. I'm really sorry. Okay. Last page has printed. Okay, this is what we got the first time, and I was like, boo. Because this is what I wanted. See how pretty that is? Oh, so pretty. Okay, so I printed these because I want these to be like in the background. I want that to be the March, and I thought this blue and green would be perfect for aquarium colors. Plus, this looks like the color of fish. And this little cutie could spin in here. So let's do it. Let's make a card. Y'all are like, that's what we came for, finally. The other thing I have is this. Jennifer, I'm so glad you're back to crafting. Yay. Wait, what's going on with Vicki? A house fire? What? Oh, Vicki, that's terrifying. I hope everything is okay. can't live in the house. Oh my gosh. Vicky. Oh my goodness. Vicky, can you get, I guess you use your phone as a hotspot or something? Oh, how terrible. I'm so sorry. Hey, let me know, Vicky. I'm sure crafting might be like the least of your worries, but I would be happy to make quite a substantial donation of supplies to helping you rebuild. It would be my honor. I can send you whenever you're ready. You just let me know, and you can send me a list of things you want, and I will take care of whatever I can from my stash. So rest assured, I will help you rebuild what I can when you're ready. If you're, I know you've got other things right now, but I will do my part. And it won't cost you a dime. It's just from one crafty friend to another. I have enough craft supplies to last us a lifetime. Okay, I'm cutting this down to 5 by 7, you guys, and I don't have to cut much off. That's the really cool thing if you make 5 by 7 cards using these printables that are for junk journals for your backgrounds, is that they're sized quite nicely a lot of the times. So there's our 5 by 7 background. Now I'm going to use dies. I know, I'm actually going to die cut, you guys. Boy, my camera just wants to do all kinds of wild things today. Yes, sending prayers, Maddie. Okay, well, Vicky and Maddie, y'all are on my prayer list in a major way. Sometimes rest is what we need, right, Karen? Rest and antibiotics. Oh, thanks, Lauren. Well, I tear up a lot when I think of how much y'all all mean to me. I love you guys so much. I really and truly do. Okay. Vicky, what we might have to arrange when you're ready for your craft supplies, if you need them from me, is we might have to rearrange a rendezvous where we can meet in person and I can just give them to you. Because if we met halfway, I bet that'd be like Dallas or something. Okay, just the thoughts. Dies, dies, dies. I've got dies, I got paper, I got everything you need, Miss Vicky. All right, let's see. I want to cut out, I think, an oval. Just looking through my dies real quick, you guys. Pulling out some options. Maybe I'll do a circle since there's these coins. And I have these circles from Cat Scrappiness. Let's see which one we need. We need one that our girlfriend can like clear here. See, she's too big for that one. And I think that this die is too big. So that's why I'm thinking an oval. A circle would be nice, but she can't spin inside there. So we definitely are going to need like an oval, or I also have these diamonds. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Flow, flow, flow. So glad you have friends to lean on for support, Vicky. Me too. Rebecca. In the ER yesterday. Oh, Rebecca, you're at the top of my prayer list. Both, all of y'all. Okay, I grabbed this oval because she's real pretty. Let's see how she sizes up. Sorry about your back pain. I was having back pain too. It's no fun. All right, let's see. I think this is even too small. This girl is big. Now, when I was sizing her, I was just sizing her to make my heart happy. I wasn't thinking about dies that I had. So that's a thing. But no worries. I've got lots of infinity dies. I have lots of options. That's the good news. Is we've got options. I think this makes a paper bow, maybe? Like, what else would that do, right? That would be really cute to put a bow somewhere on it. Let's pull that die out. We might use that. Okay. All right, let's check out these diamonds. My girl might be a little big, you guys. Let's see. Let's pick this biggest one. Dang. She is big. All right, well, things that make you go, All right, I think what I'm going to have to do is make it my own and kind of just cut out my own shape on this card that she can spin in. I think that's what we're going to have to do. I have some ovals, but I just don't feel like digging through my dies anymore. So I think what we're going to do is do a diamond, because I do like the diamond. I think that's a really interesting shape that I know I don't use very often. So I like that it's a little something different. Get my ruler out. It's her wing and her toe. It's just like pushing us to these new heights here. I think what we do, here's what we're going to do. We're going to find the center of our paper, make a mark with a pencil. So 2.5 is our center. Well, you guys, now I can't get Vicky and Maddie and everybody out of my head. I'm praying for you guys. All right. Glad you're here. Glad we can pray for you. All right, 2.5. I'm just going to do a little mark. Hello, Miss Sharon Caster. Kalinda, did you hear me? I was wondering how your son's doing. I don't know if you were here at the time or not, but I've been praying for him. Hope he's doing well on the road to recovery. Okay. Jennifer's crafting again. She's on her road to recovery. All right, so we've got our 2 halves marked here. Now, let's measure this. This should be, what, 3.5? Yeah, it should be half on this one. And we're just going to kind of no dies, no problem this situation over here. Okay. This is going to help me build my diamond. I've got my 2 halves. You know, I've got 4 half marks. And this in just a wee little bit. We'll hope for the best here. Yeah, I could be using a pencil. That would probably be a lot smarter. Let me get a pencil. There we go. I don't know what I was thinking. Using a pen. And I'm just going to my half marks here, you guys, and kind of lining this up. So I can get a diamond shape. Oh, that didn't mark at all. How fun. Okay. No problem. We'll try this again. Okay. What is up with this pencil? What has been done to you, pencil? Is it because it's on a photo paper? It doesn't want to mark. That's weird. Today feels like a calamity. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, it must be the photo paper. Well, I'm gonna try one more pencil. That one's a little better. Okay. All right. I can kind of see my old line there. Yeah, Vicki, you've got a friend and all of us. We're all happy to help. Okay. All right. Let's see if this girl can spin inside here. I can't remember what the fourth parameter was. All I know is that it made me think of this card design. So in my head, it's going to work, even though I can't remember what the fourth parameter is. Okay, now let's see about homegirl. Hey, homegirl. If I position her just right, she might have to be a little, dang. We might have to trim her a bit, you guys. I think we're going to have to trim off her wing a little bit. And maybe the tippy part of her toe. Because she is just large and in charge. Okay, but this is going to work. And I'm sure all of y'all are like, finally. I get it. All right, let's do this thing. So I'm going to use this metal ruler and my X-Acto knife to cut out the shape that I can barely see. Okay. Bertha, hello, my dear. Hi, Deb. You loved it. I'm anxious to see the movie. Oh, now I know books and movies don't always get along. Like when you love a book, it's hard. The movie is different, right? Like I heard so many negative reviews from the, what was the other movie I went and saw? The one that Margot Robbie was in recently. I can't even think of it. And I even made a card based on it. Anywho, I heard such negative feedback from people who love the book. But the thing is the book's really hard to understand. Not because I've read it, but because I've tried to get a synopsis, and everyone who says this is the most clear explanation you're going to get, it takes 45 minutes. And they have to like do a diagram and explain all the characters and all that stuff. So I was appreciative that the movie was more basic than that. I just wanted a good movie experience, right? I didn't need the purity of the book. But I know how hard it is because I've definitely read books and then seen the movie and been like, oh man, books are just different. They're more in depth. Kids, don't try this at home. All right. I don't want to tear this part because I want to use it on the inside of the card, I think. All right. We did it. And this little girl is going to spin right inside of there once she's had some edits. She's going to have some edits done on her. We're going to edit the top, and we're going to have to do the two tips, the toes and the wing, to fit her in there. All right, let's get our card base. Oh, the movie is just so good, but I didn't read the book. Oh, I put that away a little too soon. Let's turn this over. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue this down on here, and then I've got to cut that diamond out again because our girl needs to spin. So I'm going to glue this down. I think it's good for people to see examples like this when you don't have a die, how to make something. Now, if you wanted a circle, just grab and trace a circle, you know. If you wanted a square, like you could make a template out of regular paper, trace it onto the center of your card, and do different shapes. I just kind of got taken away with the diamond, and an oval would be particularly hard, but it could be done. All right. Does this have an orientation? I think it does. I think it goes like this. All right. And now, I'm really glad I cut this to 5 by 7. My background paper here. So now this is adhered down to my card base. I'm gonna use my X-Acto knife again, and I'm gonna cut this out. But I think first, because this is a thin card base, this is thin paper. I use thin paper a lot of the times because I put so many layers on my cards that by the time I put all my layers on, it's just peachy. It's just fine. I'm going to try to erase some of these markings if I can. If I can't, because I think I used a pen for that part, then I'll just ink blend and it'll be fine. But what I think I will do is go ahead and put another piece of paper on the inside because I need this part. Oh, whoopsie doopsie. I shouldn't have glued that down yet. That's okay. I know what to do. All right. It's fine. Let's cut this out. Again. Dun, 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 dun. Jill Pounds making breakfast. Yum. Random is twist. Yeah. Thank you. So that's when I thought that this girl could be twisting on the twine. She's going to twist. And the twine, the thread that I use will twist. That's actually how I came up with this design. That makes sense. I couldn't remember if it was twirl or spin or I knew it was something like that. Thank you. I didn't write them down this morning. Anyways, I'm really looking forward to going back and watching that episode. That's going to be so much fun. You know, sometimes if you can't be there in person, it's just, I'm really grateful we get the opportunity to do replays, to watch the replay. Okay. have to cut this shape out a few times. It's okay. It's just 4 straight lines. Straight is hard, but it's fine. Okay. Now, if you weren't putting a spinning mechanism in this card, then it would have been smart, and you wanted to line the inside of the card base, it would have been smart to do that before cutting it out again, but I couldn't do that because I've got to insert my spinning part, my twist. All right. See, this is a little too flimsy. We're going to definitely have to reinforce it. All right, but here we go. Here's what I'm thinking of doing. I think I'm going to take this piece and insert it behind her inside the card, so we'll have that background still there when the card is closed. Oh, I thought, for some reason, I thought you had 2, Angie. I thought you had 2 kids. I thought you had 1 away and 1 there. 1. Got it. I can remember that. Okay. See, no one's gonna know. Who's gonna know? No one's gonna know. It's gonna be fine. Now, her little cute little tip. She's gonna have tiny feet, but that's okay. The square-toed shoes aren't good for your feet, girlfriend, but it's what we have to do to fit you in here, and you're still not quite fitting. So that wing's gonna have to, I need her to be able to spin inside of the shaker. It's not a shaker. Shaker would be cute, but it's not. We're making a spinner. Okay, so top is good. Those toes. I just sized her a little big. That's all. And her feet may look a little, this one foot may be a little funny, but it'll be okay. I've seen worse. Now, I think if I tilt her, let's see. There we go. I'm going to tilt her just a little bit like that. She'll kind of be floating a little bit, and she's going to go right there. Okay, here's my hot pink. Thread. And let's glue her together with the thread. So now take this thread in here. I cut off more than I needed, which to me is always a good deal. Where do you find it, and what with the scraps of photo paper? Karen, let me see what your first part of your question is. I don't know. I'm sorry. I know I'm really far behind. Kalinda slept in today. Flow is good. Our lovely community is going through it. I know. Gosh, we may have to do like a live crafty prayer session or something. Okay, I'm just using double-sided tape to hold that thread in there. And I am Richard Penny's daughter, so I'm going to use an excessive amount. All right. And then I'm going to just put glue on the rest of it. Me being so far behind reminds me of the old days. I think I've been doing better at keeping up, but I am way far behind the way I used to be. And I apologize on the chat. I'm going to get caught up. All right. Let's glue her together now. And then let's ink blend her edges. She's just so cute. I love her expression. Whoa. Okay, I'll line this up as best I can. Okay. Let's see how she does in here. Yeah, I think she'll be okay. I think we got it. Woohoo! All right. Good. I think we're there, you guys. Let's put another layer of paper back here to reinforce this. And I'm going to use actual cardstock. Let's see. Aquarium colors, you say. Does this go with it? Ooh, yeah, I think it'll work just fine. Yeah, I like it. Okay. We're going to use this and reinforce this. All right, let's do this thing. I think what I'll actually do is I can get 2 panels from this, 2 5x7 panels from this one sheet, and I think I'm going to put it on both sides of the card. In fact, I know I am. And I'm going to read. You didn't know Justin either. Oh, cool, but he has a good personality. I'm excited to meet him through Craft Roulette. That'll be fun. I love that. I love that Mary has so many first-timers coming up. So that we get to meet new people. That's really good. Looking forward to it. All right, now these, when you're putting panels on the insides of your card, you got to cut them a little smaller than like the width, not the height, just the width. You got to make it just a teensy bit shorter because of the fold in the paper. You don't want to mess up that fold. All right. This one I didn't cut shorter because it went off the edge a little bit over here and I wasn't mad at it. So, all right. So this is going to go over here. And I'll glue it down and everything. And then we'll get to cut that shape out again last time. Just making sure I have a good, yeah, I got a good thing going on. All right, now before I glue this on, I need to add my girl because I got to adhere her twine in here. And I'm going to position this in a way that I think she can still spin and turn. I'd like it to be right down the center. Yeah, I think she'll be okay. Just got to position her just right. Okay, now adhesive. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Zell Storm! Sorry, I may be... Don't worry. You're still tired. I understand. I was too. I probably shouldn't yell your name. I don't know why my camera is going Oompa Loompa on us today. But it is. Don't mind the Oompa Loompa effect. Wish I could go to Charlie's Chocolate Factory. Oh shoot, before I glue... All right. I feel like today is a calamity day, but I'm just saving it. So I wanted to ink blend around her. And I definitely want to do that before I fix her into the card. This just helps hide some of the fussy cutting challenges and the white core of your paper. Funny. Let's see. Was in the attic, melted the electric wiring, ceilings fell in the laundry room. Oh, Vicky. Saul, hi Saul. Sorry, I'm really far behind, but I'm getting caught up. I may miss some of y'all's comments, but I'm just trying to get out. If she doesn't read the chat, she might have a box put together for Vicky before she sees her response. I mean, just give her half my craft room. Honestly, Vicky, you may need some paper or something. You just let me know. I wanted to meet you in person anyways. And I'm going to turn her and do this side as well. I'm doing both sides because, you know, it wasn't a perfect match. It's pretty close. Yeah, I'm getting caught up. Well, I mean, I still have a wait. Cool Johnny's here. Hi. I mean, you may have already left again, but hi. And Nancy was here, and I miss saying hi to Nancy. Paula K, hello. Barbados sounds so amazing right now. All right. That helped. I mean, it's a really subtle difference, but it does make a difference. Okay, now let's get her fixed in here. All right, I have this really thin double-sided tape that I never use. I'm going to use it. Here and now. All right. And I'm going to use another strip. And I'm going to read. You love the diamond? Yeah, Linda, we don't use diamonds often enough, do we? And I thought that to myself when I bought all these diamond shaped dies. These are cool too because they have these etching, and they're from Aaron Lee. They're old. You know, a lot of things I use are old. Oh my gosh. You guys, I'm trying to talk myself out of it. The other thing I wanted to do with y'all today, I don't know that we'll get to it because this card has just taken a whole lot longer than I anticipated. But I have $200 worth of stamps in my cart at a shop right now because I didn't know that they existed, and I'm in love. And I want to see if I can case them with what I already have in my stash and save money. she doesn't spin too well. It's her toe. Oh, girl. But this is why we're testing it right now, because I think I can adjust her. And all it'll take is me pulling it up a little. Yeah, like that. And then I'll pull it up here a little bit. See, because we just have this double-sided tape here. Now she spins. Yay, there you go. So just slight adjustment. Great. And now I'm going to take these ends, and I'm actually going to tape these into my card as well, just so that it doesn't fall apart. That's all. And I can cut this shorter. I don't normally see people do this, but this is how I like to do these kinds of cards. I don't have to worry that that thread's going to come apart in some way and it fall apart. Because when you give someone an interactive card, they can get a little wild, having fun with it. So I like to make sure it's well constructed. There we go. Now she's in a good spot. She can spin for sure. And let's cover up the mechanism that we built. The only release tape I'm going to release is this tape. I'm not going to release this tape, I don't think. I'll just, well, maybe I will. And I'll use glue. Dun, dun, dun. All right. You guys, I really need to finish that journal for the one that I've been working on for the lady in Canada. I really need to get that finished. I have so many things I need to do. Oh, I should have cut this before. This is a calamity card. It's amazing it's coming together because it does feel like a calamity. All right. I've got to figure this out. I've got to figure out how I'm going to do this now. I'm going to trace. I should have cut. Y'all were probably, if I had been caught up with my chat, y'all were probably telling me, don't tape that in there yet. You've got to cut. See, this is good. Y'all are learning all the things not to do. Now I'm going to have to trace. I can use my pencil. Oh, I'm going to write a T at the top too. So I know the top of that this is the top. Because it's not going to be perfectly symmetrical because it's hand done, you know. So I need to mark the top. And then I'm going to mark the top over here too. Shoot. Ew. What is wrong with my pencils? Oh my God. No. Sorry, I bumped y'all. This is an emergency. Okay. Oh my gosh, these are all awful. This is just at the point of just hilariousness. Okay, whatever. Well, we know where the top is. Laugh or cry, it's your choice. I choose laughter. Sometimes I cry. Hi, Mary. Mary, I've had a card sitting off to the side for you for so long. I need to send it. I'm so sorry. I have your new address and everything. I'm behind on all that stuff. Angie Downs, what cards do you need more of? I was thinking the same. 2 occasions also. Oh, I've got tons of Easter cards made last year. I need sympathy cards, but not my favorite to make. Sympathy are hard. You know who makes a lot of sympathy cards on her channel? Oh gosh, now I'm blanking on her name. I see her face. Sharon Luska. Sharon Luska. I don't know if she still does, but back in the day, I felt like all her cards were always sympathy cards, which was really impressive to me because I do find it to be a really challenging subject matter. And I typically have to make them on the spot, which is also difficult. So it would be good to have some made in advance. I did a sheet load of sympathy cards one time, and that was good. Sadly, I've used all of those. Maybe my next sheet load will be a sympathy card. I have sympathy for this card. This card is a mess. All right. Matches the maker. All right. So this is going to go right here. Even with that, we're going to cover that up. All right, but let's try to erase my pencil lines at least. And if that doesn't work, I'll ink blend. There's always a solution, you guys. It's probably what I should title this video. And sometimes the solution is the trash can. I'm just saying. I very seldom throw a card away, but doesn't mean I haven't, because I most certainly have. And I'm feeling like, oh, that's a sand eraser. Oh my gosh. I was like, I feel like this eraser is subpar. This one is subpar. Why is it behaving like that? Let me get a scrap piece of paper over here. Like, an eraser shouldn't put charcoal on your paper. It should be taking it off. So I just clean it. All right, let's see. Crafting with Calamity Jane, formerly known as Biddy Penny. Let's see. Biddy Penny, you agree with a live crafty prayer session? Yeah, I think so. I think we're gonna have to do that, Linda. I know that'd be really uncomfortable for some people, which is fine. They could click off and do something else with their time. But for the rest of us, I'm not going to completely be able to save this, but I can at least remove a good part of it. Okay. There we go. That's better. I'll still probably ink blend around it because it's not perfect. When Jordan started making cards. Lisa! You gifted memberships. Thank you. Deanna received one. How sweet. Welcome. You'll get to watch some of my, there's some content over there. It's not a ton, but I am increasing it. I'm doing more lives over there. And there's other things over there that we haven't made here, that we haven't done here. Yesterday we had a session that you'll get to watch where we made 12 cards pretty quickly. Like, it wasn't 3 hours. It was an hour and a half or two. I think it was about 2 hours we made those 12 cards. Very sweet, Lisa. Thank you. How kind. Yeah, 110 won't fit through most printers. Yeah. But here's what I will tell you. Here's the tricky thing with paper. Is that it's not all, even though they have these measurements, men just don't know how good you have it. All right, cool, Johnny. Y'all just don't know how good you have it. You can buy a pair of pants that are 30-30 and they're actually 30-30. Women buy something that's a size and supposedly a measurement, and they're not all created equal. In fact, they're all incredibly different. it's just a crapshoot that anything is going to fit a woman. Plus, our body shapes are so much different. I mean, I think men are just built like sticks, and women are built with all the curves. So we also have really different body types. I know dudes can have maybe a long torso or a short torso or something like that, or broad shoulders, but for the most part, you guys are built just straight up and down. And, well, printer paper is cardstock is kind of the same weight. Even if it all says 110, it's not all the same. I learned that last year. So if you buy 110 from one person and then you buy 110 from another person, they can be different, quite different. You have to pay attention to the GSM, but even that can vary. Sarah, oh, she's leaving. Oh gosh, bye. But I know she's long gone. See, I hate it when I get behind because I don't get to say goodbye to people or hello to people. All right. All right, you guys. Whew, this one is making me work for it here. When P.T. Anderson was accepting one of his Oscars this year, he's like, wow, you guys really make a guy work hard for one of these. Because he's made like 12 fantastic movies, and he finally won his first Oscar. He's like, yeah, y'all really make a guy work hard for one of these. This card has got me working hard. I didn't think it was going to be like this. Thanks for seeing it through with me. All right, glue, glue, glue. We're finally to the gluing stage. Now, way back up in the chat, you guys, I shared a link to these little people that I'm using today. These cute little spring-looking kiddos. And you can go way back up there and see that link that I posted. I got them at Etsy, an Etsy shop. There we go. See, it can be done. You can rescue your cards. I'm glad that paper matches pretty well because it definitely shows through on this side. All right, now let's do this other one's going to be much easier. We're going to ink blend this, and we're going to put this on here. And don't worry about the gap. Don't mind the gap in this situation. We're gonna take care of that. Let's ink blend first. You guys, Vicki, take Bitty Penny up on the visit though. Yeah, let's do that. I plan on visiting Vicki and her hubby when we go on Route 66. This is 100 years today, not today. This year is the 100th year of Route 66, and my mom and my dad always liked Route 66. My mom grew up in Oklahoma, so I plan on taking her and the fam, and Dr. Shrub wants to get pictures by all the kitschy Route 66 like landmarks. He wants us to get photos by all of those. So we're going to go on a Route 66, and Miss Vicki lives on Route 66. So I do plan on meeting her. We can't do a big vacation this summer, I don't think, but I bet we could fit in Route 66. All right. Here we go. That's going to go right there. All right. Okay, I'm zooming. Oh, I wasn't that far behind. Zellstorm and Bitty Penny. I did hear you yell out my name earlier. I don't think I ever dozed back off completely. Just rested a little bit more though. Oh, good. Yeah, sorry. I was like, oh my gosh, Zellstorm. And then I read your response and I was like, oh great, she's trying to rest and I'm yelling her name. Wow. Thoughtful. So considerate. Exactly what someone needs when they're trying to rest. Okay. All right. Now, the gap. This card has been through some things, y'all. Seen some things and it's been through some things. Now I'm completely bending it backwards so I can get my ink blending brush in here and ink blend it. Route 666 sounds like a fun trip. Yeah, we'll just go. And there's some places I've scoped out. I've already kind of planned the trip a while back. Like places to go and such. All right, now, do we need to put that there? If we put that there, you may be wondering, where is somebody going to sign that? How are they going to write their message? Well, I don't know. I may not put it there. What do y'all think? Should I put it there or not? Yay or nay? I usually turn the volume down just though. Oh, good. Good morning, Kat. Kat, I'm so excited that you're going to Craft Roulette Live this year. You're going to have the time of your life, girlfriend. And I can't wait to see you again. Ooh, that's nice. Always love a store discount. It's hard when you work at places that you also want to shop at, because it's hard to bring home a paycheck. They give you a discount. You already like the stuff. When I was in college, I worked at Oakley for a while. I managed an Oakley store, and everybody always wanted my discount. But just friends and family could get it, which is cool that they would let friends and family get it. All right. What do y'all think? With the background behind it or not? I kind of like it not. What do y'all think? I need your opinions. Your opinion matters here. Okay. I was thinking about what if I cut these pieces out? Yeah, let's do that. First of all, I don't want to do it if everyone's like, yes, definitely put that thing behind it. But if you don't say yes, definitely put that thing behind it, because it will be challenging to write. But you could always write happy birthday, love mom, whatever. But if we don't put this here, then what I can do is y'all can watch me fussy cut this stuff out, these coins and some of these clover, and I can just put them around the card. I like not. I say not. Cool. I mean, I like it, but I like this too. Fussy cut, fussy cut. Esther, how are you and your mama doing? Hope y'all are doing well. Esta, we want to come to Europe. The problem is I want to stay in Europe. Well, my kids too. I don't know if you were here for this conversation the other day, but I was trying to convince the family to sell everything, buy a Volkswagen California van, and tour all over Europe and figure out where we want to live, what country we want to live in. In that case, I get to come meet you. All right, I'm going to fussy cut the clover out from the coin too, I think. No, I'll leave it. I'll leave it. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Can have just a little bit of clover and coin. But my idea was completely shot down by everyone. They said the California van was fine if we also had at least an apartment to go with it. I get it. It makes sense. My son is actually really clever when it comes up to thinking of things like that. Okay, what do y'all think of that? Now let's open it and see what it looks like on the inside. I think it could work, but we need to make some adjustments. Like, I think we need, first of all, could this piece go in here? And then that might kind of make these make more sense. I know if I turn it like this, you won't see it from the outside. Yeah, I like that. I like that. This is the way we're going to do it. And then when you open it, yes. Sorry, this is a yes for me. Am I missing anything? Oh, gosh darn. I need a tag. I need a tag, you guys. This card. Laugh or cry, y'all. It's just a laugh or cry. Okay, we'll turn this into a tuck. We're going to glue that down, and this is going to be our tag. All right. Look, Angie usually keeps me in line. Oh, good, Angie. We want to see your card. I need all y'all keeping me in line. Paula, Angie, all of y'all. Somebody's got to keep me in line. Flo just going to let me do whatever I want. Whoa. And whoa. All right. There we go. All right. Now, since stuck to my hand, since this is going to be our tuck spot for our tag, I need to reinforce it. I'll use this paper. So I'm just going to glue it on because this is a little thin, flimsy for a tuck spot. So let's glue this on. Probably should revisit. Okay, so we've got March, which is the clover, by the way, and flowers. March 20th. By the way, happy spring, everyone. It's officially spring now, so that means I'm happy. Also, the blue bonnets are out in Texas. Our wildflowers are coming out. It's me and Sparkle Heart's favorite time of year is the wildflowers. We love it the most. So, yay. Yay for us. and anybody else in Texas who has the wildflowers. Do y'all have wildflowers in your states that come out in the spring, or do they come out in the summer? I know a lot of you live in the north or Germany, Australia. Do y'all have wildflowers in the spring? Love the Texas wildflowers. If you've never seen them, Google Texas wildflowers. It's worth it, I promise. They're amazing. So Sparkleheart's birthday is in April. And for her second birthday, one of my brothers came down and we drove around and collected wildflowers and made wildflower bouquets. It was so beautiful. She's always like, I want you to do that again. Okay, so this is our tag. So we should probably make it look like a tag somehow. What can we do? We have to be cognizant that it's going to be also the backer here for this girly. So whatever we do, is going to show up front. All right, well, let's put our tuck spot in place while I put my thinking cap on. I think what I'll do is use white ink and stamp a design on there. See, so this will tuck right in here. Like so. I think that's what we should do. I think I should use white ink and stamp on this, and we're gonna call it a tag. Bye, Lisa. Have to go, you guys. Thank you for gifting that membership. That was so sweet of you. So, so sweet. All right, I'm just grabbing the first one I see. And it's this one from Simon Says Stamp. And it's called Center Heart. Wait, Center Cut Heart. I think that'll be really pretty on here. I think it'll be a nice background. All right, and then put this on a block. We're not going to worry that the top and the bottom aren't quite done. We're just not going to let that bother us. This is great because I never made a St. Patrick's Day card. Gloria is in Hawaii. Gloria, I hope you're having an awesome time. Hawaii's on my bucket list. 100%. Don't look at my dirty mat here. It's fine. Yeah, let's line this up correctly. I'm going to put this on the 4. That way the top and the bottom can be straight. Cool. Okay. And now line my stamp up to that. Cool. I'm good with that. Oh my goodness. Gloria, girlfriend, this has been calamity. This has been the most calamity-ridden card, but you're here for the best part because we're doing the last step and we're almost done. Just call me Calamity Jane. It's been wild. Okay, I'm going to use Picket Fence. And this stamp does not look very clean, I'm going to be honest. But yeah, it's not picking up on my, oh, it's picking up a little bit on my stamp pad. We're just going to go for it. It's not too bad. Stamp it down. I feel like going to be worth it, you guys. This card is going to be unforgettable for me because it's going to make me laugh when I think about everything that I had to do to pull it off. Bye, Linda. But hopefully you guys learned with me through the process. I want it to show up a little bit more. Let's do one more time. Paw Patrol on the case. Sheriff or commissioner? What cool Johnny said? Sheriff Jason is on the case. Deputy Heidi, why not Jason as a sheriff or commissioner? I see. That would work. All right. I think he might be too nice. He doesn't have that enforcer kind of personality. But honestly, Deputy Heidi is super sweet too. So it may just be, you just have good cop, good cop. Alrighty. It's not like a huge impact, but I didn't want it to be a huge impact, but there it is. That doesn't look like a tag. Well, it is a tag. We're calling it a tag. We'll add maybe something else to it. Whoa. So here we go. That's gonna sit right in there like a tag. All right, and then let's wind her up. Okay, so you just turn, turn, turn. Wind her up. She's getting all wound up, okay? And then when you send the card, that's what you do. You wind it up like that, right? So then the person gets their card. Oh, great. And so the person gets a card and they open their card, and she did not spin very well. Hey, girlfriend. All right. Wind her up. Then you open the card and she spins. Kind of. Let's clip her wing one more time. This poor girl. She's had her wings clipped like 3 times. Okay, let's not cut the twine. If that happens, we're all leaving. Okay. Let's just trim this one more time. Wind her up. Have y'all ever made a card like this before? Bye, cool Johnny. Hey, Nima. Have a great weekend, Johnny. I hope it's nice. Hope it's everything you want it to be, you and Miss Jill. There we go. That's better. Okay. So that's it. That's my card. Let's look at the parameters together. I also need to get it submitted. I was thinking about doing a paper bow, but we've done enough with this. I've got to move on. Oh, really, Jason? Well, maybe you are the commissioner then. What's the difference between a sheriff and a commissioner? I don't know. I'm really not sure. I need to know that before I could pick a name. All right, let's take a picture. what do I do? Oh, I consider that the tag. So maybe I pull that out and take a picture with it like that. Oh, we could have put a sentiment on there. Hope is never lost. That's how I feel about this card. Oh my gosh. The journey is the destination. Well, it was definitely a journey. Let life surprise you, but we wanted to surprise us in a good way. Choose to shine. I think that could work because like the coins are shiny. I don't know. That's how my brain works. So we're going to go choose to shine on this one. And I think I'll just stamp that right on the tag. Okay, let's do this. This is in the card, right? The card with a tag. All right. Now, I want to place this where you can't see it from the front of the card, I think. Or do we want to see it from the front of the card? Maybe we want to see it from the front of the card. Let's go for it. I was going to hide it behind her and stamp it like right there on the tag, but let's make it so that it's on the tag, but it shows to the front of the card. A commissioner is appointed to a role by a commission. Oh, well, I think that sounds appropriate. Are sheriffs elected? Which one's it? Or is it the commissioner that's... Well, if they're appointed, they're not elected, right? Oh, I think it's the justice of the peace that's elected. Oh, no. We'll see what happened just then. Whew. Everything kind of shifted on me, but it worked out. I'm always living life and my card making life, just pushing things to the limits. You have your card completely done, and then I decide to do something like that. Luckily, it worked out. Okay, we're done. But now our tag has something on it. And I could punch a hole in it and put string on it and stuff, but we're just going to leave it simple like that. See, what's cool though is now you can take the tag out and write on the back of it. Oh, look at that top. Let's take that off. I'm telling you, oh gosh, and I bumped y'all again. This is Calamity Jane at work here. Very unreliable eraser. Okay. I'm fine with that. But yeah, so now you can write on the tag and pop it back in the card. We're truly done. We're moving on. We're done. Yay! Okay, let me now take a picture of this again because we added a sentiment. I love the colors. Do y'all love the colors? Thanks, Holly. You know, you gotta stick it out. You gotta stick out. Stick with the process. I don't know. You just gotta keep going. Just keep swimming. Okay, we've got a card with a tag, aquarium colors, March, because of St. Patty's Day. We've got, and she is the twist, because the thread, you twist the thread to wind her up. Thanks, Angie. Oh my gosh. Whew. I don't know. That one felt... We're going to do something easy now. I need to unwind from this card. Okay, so you wind it up. And when you open it, she gets a little caught up. There we go. We did it. I really like it. I think it was worth all the hurdles. I do really like it. I love her. She's so cute. Okay. Let's make something easier. Yeah? Yeah. Let's do something easier. Okay. I have all these beautiful printables. And I've got more. I did print this in blue. This page comes in lots of colors. I printed the blue one because of aquarium. So I don't know that this will fit in, but I like the sentiments. They're spring sentiments. Spring is nature's way of saying, let's party. Oh, yes. I've got a few more of these. I want to use these big ones, and I want to use the little ones. Okay. So we're going to relax now. Let's put her or him in this little clover patch here. And just do some real simple card making here. Good morning, Shay. That last card, whew, I mean, I love it, but it stressed me out. Okay, so we're going to put this little boy in this little patch of clover. He'll be just perfect. Shay, we're making spring cards. I just finished my craft roulette card for this week. And there was a lot of learning in that card. Aren't these kiddos cute? I think they'd be really cute with like a mushroom theme. I think he's like a little gnome. A cute one. Now, this shop right here, and I linked these, you guys, again in the chat, go way back. And then after the video is posted, I'll leave a link in the description for these. But if you scroll all the way up to the top and then work your way down the chat, you'll see a link. It's the only comment that I made on this video so far. And it's a link to this printable. Anyways, this shop, they have all kinds of people. If you want like more people on your projects, on your cards and stuff, definitely go check out all the items in the shop. They may not be for you. Some of them aren't for me, but then some of them are, you know, which is great. Something for everyone. Because you may choose something different than I would choose. Maybe I have bought one other thing from her in the past. A summer solstice, when I was doing a summer solstice card. All right. I want to cut that part out and maybe those parts too. But let's see how he goes on here. I think he's going to be perfect. Oh, he's so cute. This is going to be an easy card, you guys. I will also leave y'all the link to this printable. Like I was saying, this printable was on sale for $1 today. So I'll also leave y'all a link to that. His little shoes, these are from 2 different shops, by the way. I just looked at them and thought, well, those would be really cute together. Betty Penny, so much for following doctor's orders and taking it easy. Right? But it was worth it. Oh my God, I love the card though. It's so cute. I had it off to the side. It is so cute. It was worth it. It was worth it. You know, I just want to do something easy now though. I wonder if my link is still here. Let me see if I can. No, it's gone. I was going to say I could repost it for you guys. All right. I can't help myself. It's, you know, it's just a tiny piece of paper, but it makes such a big difference when you get in there and cut those bits and pieces out. Like then, you know, the clover can show through depending on where I put them. Like that clover can show through. And I just think it's so cute. All right. It's worth it. Oh my goodness, Simon Hurley. I honestly went on Ranger to see if they had like a I Want It All bundle because he did a release and I do want it all. They didn't have it. He's already sold out of his plastic, what he's calling clear foam tape. It's just like this plastic foam. Well, it's not foam. It's a plastic tape. It's clear. It's already sold out. And then some of the other things I wanted are already sold out too. But man, I like it when Simon does the vintage look, when he does his vintage style stuff. That's my favorite Simon stuff. The cutesy stuff is not for me so much, but I like it when he does vintage. All right, speaking of vintage, let's get some vintage photo or something like it out. Just do tea dye because he's pretty light. So we'll keep it light. And I'm just going to go around the edges. Bring this up close so you can see. Just hitting the edges. I definitely want to go right here where I took my X-Acto knife in there. And it's amazing what a little bit of ink will do in spots like that. And I got this paper out so I can do this. This is a little easier to ink edges sometimes like this. There we go. What a cutie. All right. Lucky is a state of mind. I wonder if I have that. I feel like that should be in one of these. Lucky is a state of mind right there. I wonder if I have a bigger one too. Lucky is a state of mind. Yep, that's the sentiment for this card, by the way. You know, I am a quintessential card maker because I'm making... A lot of card makers are working ahead. They're probably already working on their summer stuff. Well, St. Patty's Day is come and gone, and I'm making St. Patty's Day cards. What do you know? But I'm not really giving these for St. Patrick's Day. I mean, we can give them out all year if they don't say Happy St. Patrick's Day on them. cute. All right, just cutting this down 5 by 7. Now, if you're an A2 card maker and you're like, oh my gosh, I want that kit, but I don't want my images so big. Here's what you do. I got you. You get the kit anyways, and you print 4 copies to a page, and you will have, actually you might want to print on these, you'll probably want to print 2 copies to a page, but then you'll have it scaled down. Now I'm gonna cut this at 7. There we go. And now this is like distressed on 2 edges. I'm gonna distress it on all 4. So we'll do a little distressing, but this is gonna be a really just simple card, you guys. Simple and easy and fast card making. There's springtime, that's right. They're March. It happens to be March right now. Scorched timber. Ooh, rusty hinge. Oh gosh, if I don't stop bumping y'all today. Ooh, I kind of liking that rusty hinge. Let's do it. I've always liked rusty hinge. I'm using the same brown brush, by the way. I have a dedicated brush for each color, so all my browns just kind of get the same brush. This is also what a glass mat's for. I know Des said she got her glass mat back out. I stopped using my glass mat because I just didn't like all the reflections in the videos. So now I have to use a piece of paper for something like this. Let's put this on a craft card. What do you say? What do you say? Hi, Sonia. All right. Bring it back in. Just so cute. Just so cute. And I think I'm going to put him kind of off to the side over here so that we can put Lucky's A State of Mind in here. What are y'all doing this weekend? If you don't have plans and you want plans and you want to do something low key, but you want to laugh and you want to feel good, go see Project Hail Mary. I am telling you, you don't have to like space. You don't have to like aliens. You don't go by the trailer alone. It is absolutely incredible. You guys, I'm thinking about just stamping this right into, I'm going to do it. I'm going to stamp it into the image, and if I don't like it, I'll cover it up. So if you're like, dang, I wish I had plans this weekend, but I don't, go see Project Hail Mary. Oh, yeah, that didn't work. That's okay. We got this. Let's stamp it on this yellow. Lucky is a state of mind. Oh, brother. The Want Monster. I want Tim's new release too. I wish I could get on the Ranger design team. because I love Tim. I love Dina Wakley. I like a lot of Simon Hurley stuff. I mean, some of it I love as well. But I just love Ranger. I love all the mediums and all that stuff. Let's put another layer behind it. Lucky is a state of mind. You got that right, buddy. Yep, and I'm going to do one more, but just a little bit. And I might anchor it down here. Ooh, I like it all cattywampus too. All right. I like it crooked. I mean, just need to cut off a little bit of this one. I also like it straight with just that part crooked. We made a card. We just got to glue it together. See how fast that was? Bye, Vicky. Aw, Sesame Street. Yes, take care, Vicky. We're sending you lots of love and prayer. All right, we'll do another quick one, and then I'll let you guys go. I mean, you can go anytime, but we'll be done in just a few minutes. We're going to make another quick card after this one. Just for funsies. To bring my cortisol levels back down. After that last card. Okay. I did this crooked, kept that straight. We've talked about this in the members live yesterday too. Like, once you make something crooked, you really don't need a whole bunch of crooked on your card. Like, one crooked thing is usually enough. So we'll just have that one crooked piece of that blue. All right, let's glue this chap down. Now I'm trying to line him up so that the flower stays on. There we go. This looks like a Jill card. I think Jill would like this card. Aww, isn't it cute? These little guys are so cute. I was thinking it'd be really cute on craft. Yeah, let's make a craft card base for it. I might go buy me some cardstock today. I wonder if it's on sale at Michael's. And this time I'm going to be very careful, and I'm going to buy stuff. I'm going to buy cardstock that's actually cardstock. Careful when you go shopping at Michael's and you think you're buying cardstock. They have some that's like 20-pound weight. So careful, careful with that. Word to the wise. I'm still here, Bitty Penny. Oh, thanks, Bertha. Aw, thank you. Sorry if I've missed things in the chat. I've been listening and crafting. You're doing the right thing, Angie. You're doing the right thing. You know, a lot of times I think people probably think, wow, Bitty Penny is a flake in the chat. I usually have so many things going on. Like, I was trying to watch Desiree last Sunday, for example. I had to leave like 3 times. I had to go take care of a sick dog. An emergency call for a sick dog. Can you help? Yes, of course. I'm on my way. And then, like, I just kept getting pulled away. So a lot of times I'm not being flaky. I'm just juggling a lot at the same time. So I'll pop in. I'll be like, yay, I'm here. Hi, everybody. And then something comes up. Okay, I didn't score it. I just creased it with my fingers. It doesn't look great. It'll be fine. Get my phone folder out. It's just fine. It's a little crooked. That's what it is. All right. So this, you won't even know it's on a craft card base until you open it. And then I'll put a piece of white paper in there, or pink or something. I'll put pink. I have some 8x8 paper off to the side I need to use. There we go. Alrighty. I think that's a pretty easy card. Unless you don't like fussy cutting. Then I could see where maybe you wouldn't want to make that card. But if you have a brother scan and cut, we're going to do 4.5 by 6.5. Then you could just use your brother scan and cut to cut these little cuties out. By the way, these little cuties, you're going to have to size them and put them in like a document. It's not like a finished product. I mean, it's a finished product, but they're just sold as individual files. I don't know if I told y'all that yet or not. So you have to, like, you know, copy them into a document and size them the size you want, which is what's so cool, is that you can do that. All right, we're going to do one more. Yep, Maddie, I was asked to guest design for Simon Hurley on Instagram. Paula, that's awesome. Still can't believe they asked. Little old me. This last release from Simon was just beautiful. Paula K. It was gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right, that one is done. Yeah. It's pretty. I want to use this girl. Let's see though, hold on, because I also really love this image. This one with the pot of gold and the, I know it's very, with the rainbow. I just love this image. Anyways, I think I could put her right there. Paula K, I'll have to go see what you made. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. That's amazing. And awesome. What a delight. What an honor, right? I have a collab that I'm really excited about, but unfortunately, I may have already like ruined my chances of doing anything besides a guest designer spot, because it's the one and only time I've ever come up with like corrupt video. I spent over 8 hours making this video, editing it, voiceovering it, making all the things, and then it was corrupt at the end. But I just have to tell myself it's fine. Such is life. I'm just cutting that part off. This girl with her tulip, I think she'll fit just right there. Like scale and everything. Another great thing about printables is that they're digital files that get sent to you right away, so you immediately get to craft and you don't have to wait for things to come to you. I will say that the impatient part of me, well, I just love that in the morning I can wake up and go, you know what, I really want to do, you know, craft roulette was last night, look at the parameters, and I'm like, I have an idea of what I want to do. Then I can go on, shop for those things, and start crafting. I know, shop your stash. Yeah. I don't wanna. I mean, sometimes I wanna, and sometimes I don't. Eek. Okay. Now. There we go. And this little cutie is going to go right down there. I almost threw my scissors away. Wrong thing. I was trying to throw paper away. All right. We started with the most complicated card and we're ending with the most simple cards, and I'm okay with that. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. I know. You read the weight now at Michael's. Yeah, pay attention to that. Like, I mean, look, 20 pound, it's cool that they carry 20-pound paperweight. I just didn't know it when I was shopping. I like that they have different weights. I think that's actually a really good thing. I'm not advocating that they only carry heavyweight. It's just, I didn't know that. And then I got home with my paper and went to make some card bases and was like, that's not going to work. All right, so I had to move this down because I didn't want to cut off the rainbow. And now I'm going to have to cut off a little bit of the bottom to get it to 7 inches because I'm cutting this down to 5 by 7. And I'd rather lose a little off the top and the bottom so I don't cut off the rainbow. Alrighty, and we are going to do some ink blending around this girly too before we glue her down. Just figuring out where I want her. It is on sale at Michael's. Polarize. I'm gonna have to go to Michael's today. I'm supposed to be resting, but I want to go to Michael's. All right. When I look through my cardstock, I just have some holes in my colored cardstock that I want to fix. Okay, cleaning off my brush. I don't want the rusty hinge this time, so I'm just kind of cleaning that off. I'm going to do pumice stone, which is really more of a gray, but it's fine. I want something very light for these areas. There we go. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I think the pumice stone is just a perfect match to the background and everything. Not that you're going to see it much in here, but still. Let's do a gray card base for this one, and let's go around the edges with some pumice stone. Also, Hobby Lobby is paper 40% off today. Ooh. Wonder which one I should go to. Hobby Lobby's a whole lot closer. Okay, do a little on this edge. I like that this pumice stone is not, I picked a color with a lot of contrast for this one when I picked the rusty hinge, which I like that. It looks very vintage to me. But for this one, I don't want that kind of contrast. I wanted something more matchy-matchy. Because it's so soft, and I want the focal point to be the focal point. And I didn't want my ink blending to distract from that too much. All right, I'm going to do darker corners, kind of a vignette effect. And we will glue her down. I have to take out that, I know it's tiny. That tiny white part, yep. I thought I could leave it in there, but I can't. And I'm just going to regret it if I don't take the 30 seconds to cut it out. Thanks, Paula Rice. Thanks for looking that up. I don't even have to look that up. Your favorite is from Michael's? Yeah. You know what? Most everyone that I've talked to about it kind of lean that same way towards the Michael's. I know that's how Letty feels. Party Planner Papery Letty. The other thing is I can get Michael's delivered to me, and the pain that I feel is coming back, so I probably should just order online and have it delivered. And stay in resting mode, just like the doctor ordered. I'm just kind of terrible at it. Very signature Bitty Penny. It's very springtime Bitty Penny. Calendar can't dictate our fun. That's right. That's right. And even this one, someone might think, oh, gosh, it's very, very St. Patrick's, but it doesn't have to be. I would love to find a pot of gold with wildflowers growing out of it with a rainbow in the sky. Like, I'd like to find that. I would be okay with that any time of year. I promise I'll share. All right. I think as long as we don't put St. Patty sentiments on it, then we're good. Be you. The world will adjust, right? I think we're just going to do Lucky as a State of Mind again, though. Because it just works so well. Let's go for it. And I'm going to do these scraps again. Because they're sitting right here on my desk. And they match perfectly. So let's do it. And this will be it. And I will be done. And it'll be fabulous. A fabulous day of crafting with my friends. Doesn't get much better than that. Right, Sonia? Same. Paula K, what's your YouTube channel? I don't know if Paula K has a YouTube channel. That is awesome. I didn't know that Ranger had a design team call. I would have thrown my name in the hat. I didn't know it, you guys. That's one that I'd love to be on. I think, you know, depending on all the requirements. Products and designers, absolutely. Depending on all the requirements. It's all right. I'll one day when the time is right and it's meant to be. I see it happening. Because it's not going to happen if I can't see it. But I can see it. In the meantime, I get to cheer on people like Paula K, Elizabeth, Costa Rogers, Debbie J. A lot of my friends have done it. And I get to cheer them on, and I am happy to do so. All right. You know, not everything's meant for us, but we can cheer on those who it is meant for. Let's put this right down here, just because I want to. All right. Oh yeah, I said a gray card base. I was like, what card base am I going to put this on? Gray. Pink would also be nice. Thanks for hanging out with me today, you guys. Paula K, we are super happy for you. All of us. All of us. I love the background paper. It's just hard to use because the other side is wonderful too. Jonna, hi. How's it going? Oh, thanks, Karen. I like putting things together. Trying trying to think if I want to put ribbon or something else on this card before I glue it down to its card base. How did I have this before, you guys? I don't quite remember, but I think that will work. Yep, that'll work. Works for me. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I think it might be really pretty on a pink card base. Oh my gosh. Is it going Oompa Loompa on me? No? Okay. Oompa Loompa. Come see Paula K on Instagram. Thanks, Maddie. Thank you so much for adding her. All right. Her Instagram. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. All righty, righty. Let me do pink. We're going to do a really soft pink. See, isn't that pretty? This is our card base. That's going to be lovely. You won't be able to see the pink from the front, but when the card is opened, it'll just give it that little extra pizzazz. Does it still have... yeah, that'll work. Remember this oldie but goodie? My phone is blowing up, you guys. I miss this, but it's just so hard to find blades. And I get tired of buying blades all the time. Okay. But I do miss, this is my favorite paper trimmer. I just make so many cards and I just got tired of buying the blades, and then I couldn't find the blades anymore. So I retired it. But I kept it because it has that nice scoreboard on it. Okie dokie. This is going to go right on top. Lucky is a state of mind. I feel very lucky. I don't really feel lucky. I just feel blessed. All right, I can tell, oh my gosh, I have to tell y'all a story real quick. Well, I could tell I had cut that to, for some reason, that was not a 5. Like I thought it was. But it all worked out. Kind of. I have to tell y'all this. So yesterday I was not feeling well. I laid down during my lunch break to take a nap. And I had a dream that me and my brother-in-law, who lives next door, and 2 of our kids, our youngest kids, were meeting a new neighbor. And my brother-in-law was talking to him about hip-hop music and just assumed that like he liked things. And the neighbor was like, don't assume that just because I like a song means that I like all the songs. And he got like this really big attitude. And I was like, okay, it's time to leave this situation, because we had our 2 little kids, you know. It got out of hand, and it was not good. It was not a good dream. It didn't go well. Well, I woke up And I told Dr. Shub about the dreams. And he's like, well, that's crazy because the neighbors across the street are moving in today and they're here unloading right now. I was like, oh my gosh, wild. Because the house across the street from us has been on the market for months and it finally sold. And, I was just in my room sleeping. I had no idea that they were moving in or anything like that. So he's like, yeah, they're moving in. They're across the street. They're meeting everybody. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I was leaving to go to my doctor's appointment a couple of hours later. You guys, the car that is parked across the street in my new neighbor's driveway is not identical. Okay. It's not like the same model and make and all that stuff. It's a little 4-door black car, though. And the neighbor in my dream who was new, who we were trying to welcome, drove because the crux of the whole dream took place by this man's car that was black, 4-door. Now his was tricked out. It had like a spoiler and it had like all these like cool features about it. But I was leaving for the doctor and I had to call Dr. Shrub and go, because I didn't tell him that it was like, I didn't tell him a bunch of details about the dream. I just told him the basics of what I just told y'all. And so I called him on my way to the doctor's office and I was like, you're not going to believe this. I mean, you probably will, but like the guy in my dream drove a 4-door black car like the one across the street. And we were just like, oh my gosh. So it's like, you need to tell your brother not to tell him, don't assume that he knows what kind of music they like. Make no assumptions known. That was wild. It was just a little wild. So yeah, wild. Run it through foil. I did do that a lot, Sonia. And sometimes it helped, but it wouldn't last for very long. But yeah, I definitely tried the foil trick. Well, here are our cards today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm sure the neighbors across the street are lovely people, perfectly fine. I just happen to have a nightmare dream about them. Not even knowing they were moving in. I'll tread lightly, okay? Oh man. Well, you guys, it's time for me to go take my medicine. I honestly need to go rest. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun. Thanks, Flo. Thanks, Paula. And Holly. And Esther. And everyone who's been here today, whether they're still here or not. I'm fanning myself. I'm getting either a hot flash or a fever. I don't know. You love the diamond-shaped one? Yeah. I mean, it was quite the endeavor, but I do really love it. And then these are just super simple, but I love them too. She is a cutie. Her little cutie face. She's just so cute. So let's look at them again because I always like to show y'all again. So this is this one. And what's great is, again, it's a printable. So I did a mirror situation when I put my girls on my paper, right? So I created the size, then I duplicated it and flipped it horizontally. It may not say mirror, but you may have something in the arrangement. If you're I use a Macintosh, not everybody uses a Mac, but there's an icon that shows an arrow of something turning on its side. And that's what I use to get this mirror reflection. And I wanted to do that since this girl was going to be a spinner. So this is my craft roulette card for this week. We'll wind her up and let her spin. And this is the tag. And that's it, you guys. That's that card. That was a lot of fun. I mean, it was a calamity, but we got through it together. Together, we got through it. So that's that one. And then these were just really simple. Just really simple. I sized these bigger because I knew I wanted some bigger. So when if you go and get these, which this person doesn't know me, I'm not using an affiliate link or anything. See this little girl? I sized her tiny and I sized her bigger. And then she is actually bigger than this. See, she's bigger than these girls. I wanted a couple bigger ones. But anyways, if you get them, you'll be able to put them into your Word document or whatever kind of document you're going to build, and you can size them to any size. You can mirror them. You can mirror any of them. Doesn't matter. And then I'll leave the link for the other digital too, for the St. Patrick's digital, which I think is precious and is currently on sale for $1. It has a lot more pages than this. These are just the ones I wanted to print. I wanted to use this cottage, but I'm just too tired, you guys. But see how I sized these little guys real small? I was thinking they would be really cute kind of all through the cottage garden. Another day, another time. You'll probably wish I would have showed you this a couple of weeks ago before St. Patty's Day, but like, this is what's cool, is even though I used St. Patty's printable, I didn't make St. Patrick's Day cards. And I do like that these have colored card bases. I'll line these later on my own time. This one is done though. So that's it. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. I hope y'all have a good weekend. I'm so sad spring break is ending, but that's okay. I'll get by. Thank you for spending your time with me. I love you guys to pieces. I'm going to go lay down and take my medicine like a good little patient. Thanks, Sal. Okay. Bye, everyone. Much love. Big hugs. Go see Project Hail Mary. I'm telling you, it's so good. Okay, bye.